Hello, we are in Evergreen Harbor today and we are building a little container house because today we rolled Eco Lifestyle and we had the maximum amount of the tiles I use in this challenge, and that is 100 tiles. So that's what we're working with today. So this is going to be a big tiny house. And as I said, we are building it out of like 3 containers, and we have 2 on the bottom floor and 1 on the top floor. And we are actually able to fit 2 bedrooms this time. So it's going to be like a parent bedroom and 1 kid bedroom. And one of the bedrooms is downstairs and 1 is upstairs. So in the beginning I was thinking about having like 2 of the bedrooms upstairs and the ground floor for, well, the living entertaining area. But I changed my mind and I go for the parents' bedroom downstairs instead, and what is now closed in as a room upstairs is going to be opened up, and I will fit the living room in one of these rooms upstairs, the bigger one. And I wanted to get some color in there, so I went for this blue and green color. And I used this like cover to get some privacy into the balconies upstairs, because there are 2 balconies, one leading out from what is going to be the living room and one leading out from the kids' room. So this kid might have a small room, but they have a big outside area as well to play on, so they are quite lucky. And this big open area is the kitchen dining area. And we have a little entryway and just 1 bathroom, and that's the one you're seeing right now downstairs. So unfortunately, if the kid gets in need of a toilet, they will have to go downstairs to use it. But I think that is fine. I'm not decorating this for a small child. I go for maybe somewhere around 8 to 10, so they are probably quite well potty trained by then, so it should be fine. Yeah, and I was considering using wallpapers on the inside, but then I realized it would probably be kind of hard to put wallpaper against this kind of metal wall that the container is. So it's only in the parents' bedroom I put up this like wooden paneling, and I also put a wallpaper and paneling on the inside walls, those who are not the metal walls, those who are put up afterwards to fit rooms in the containers. So they have other wallpaper, and here is where I realized that I want to have the bedroom downstairs and the living room upstairs, so that's why I delete those walls again. And they have quite a substantial kitchen for such a small little container house. So they have a big area to utilize for company, so they can invite people over for dinner and so on. And yeah, I have many times thought about how it would be to live in a small house like one of these container houses, or I may not have had the urge to live in a container, but the tiny home lifestyle kind of intrigues me. And I've seen a lot of videos of people who lives in tiny homes, and I think it looks kind of cozy, and I realize it's a lot of work to live tiny because you can't have that much stuff and you have to plan everything, and your wardrobe can't be as big as you might want it to be, so you have to be careful with your things. But I also find that good, because then you have to be careful with what you own and what do you really have to own. Because I think we have a lot of things that we don't necessarily need, we just want them. And so if you are someone who lives in a tiny home, please let me know what it's like. Is it all I'm cracking it up to be, or do you regret your choice? So if you do so, or if you know someone, please let me know. Is it a good thing? And now I talked all over the footage of the kitchen. It's now done, and we're out in the little hallway, and it's just some entry side things, like a little it's a little side table. It's actually for use like a bedside table, but I thought it looked good in the entry. I thought you might want some drawers to put your mittens, or your hat. Maybe not your hat, but things you might need in the winter, but that you don't really have room for in this small place, so you want to put it in a drawer. So that's what I went for there, and just somewhere to put up hang up your coat when you get inside. And we're now inside the parents' bedroom, and it's quite neutral in here, and I like that. This is a bedroom of my liking. I do not know if I would have picked the wood paneling in my own bedroom, but all the other things I like this quite bare minimum stuff. It might not be exactly what my home looks like, but I do like it. When you have kids, it's not that easy to live like a minimal lifestyle, so you do have a lot of things all over the place. But they will grow up, and maybe then I can have my tiny home and lesser of things. Who knows? We are now upstairs, and I was noodling about how to put the TV, so I tried to put it this way on this little bench, but then I realized it doesn't look good. So I put a little table in the corner instead and put the TV over there. So it's a TV in this room, just off to the side, but you can still watch it. And I brought in some music instead, and I really like this coffee table. I think it's gorgeous. But it's so huge. Like, all the coffee tables in this game is so big. Why do they make them so big? So I sized it down, and most of the things float a little bit when you put things on there. So since there are colors on this table, I didn't think that it needed something on the table. So I opted out for that. So it's a bare table. You could put your coffee cup or your little bowl of popcorn for the movie nights on there instead. And then I just went for some pillows in this sofa, because it's quite a bland sofa, and I wanted to bring out that blue from the lamp over by the computer as well. So we do fit a lot of things in here. We do have this little computer corner as well in the living room. And now we are off into the kids' bedroom. So I was planning to have this, and if you put the dollhouse up there, it's not playable. But I thought it looked cute, so that's what I went for first. I will remove it though. So there will be another thing up there. And I don't remember if I put it outside or not. It might go away, it might be outside. We'll just have to see. So I was just thinking that, well, you can't fit that much. So they have a bed, they have an activity table, they have a violin. So it's probably a kid that enjoys creating stuff, like creating pictures and creating music and so on. You can see now there's a fish bowl instead of the house, and the house went away. I brought it outside first, and then it disappeared magically. And I love this little flower thingamabobs. I don't know what it really is. I think it's just an ornament. It used to be pretty. So yeah, they came up to make this outside space a little bit more colorful and pretty. And we have the games table outside, so the kid can bring home some friends and have a little gaming night and do some board games or maybe like some puzzles with them on the outside balcony. And on this side, I just brought in some sun loungers, so you could lounge and watch the beautiful view. Well, it's better on that side where you see when you sit in the loungers, because if you look the other way, it's just garbage everywhere. So hopefully you can look over the garbage that is by the side of the house, like by the curb, and further away, and hopefully it's a little bit more cleaner over there. And now we are heading outside, and I brought out this really big flower. So they're like the centerpiece of upon entering the house, and I have mixed feelings with them. I think they do something over there. They bring a little bit of height and a little bit of greenery and also a little bit of color. So I like them, but there might not be the best graphic on them. But they also help to hide the bin, so that is good. And in the front we have a small seating area and a little grill and just some planters. And then I didn't want to fence this garden in. I was thinking that this was more something that had been plumped down on this spot, and where it fitted the nature, they plopped down the house. So that's what I thought when I landscaped this house. So there's a lot of greeneries and so on, and later on I will utilize the back for some eco-friendly stuff, because if you live in this environment you might want to play like off-grid, or like with the lot rate that you have to make your own electricity and collect water. I don't remember if I have a water collector though, but I do put some solar panels on the roof and also some wind turbines in the back, and yeah, you will see when we get there, which is soon. And now I realized that these are poking up through the bars that I put on, so I had to lower them and put them twice, and I just kept one of these flowery things, and when I changed them I realized that one doesn't go all the way up, and if I layered them it was noticeable, so I changed it out to some more wood paneling. And now we're in the back, and as I said, solar panels coming up, and also some more plant pots in the back, so that you could grow your own, some vegetables and herbs and so on. And all the eco stuff is now plopping up in this back area, so it's not notable to the front, but you do have it in the back. So yeah, I hope you like this house. If you want to play in it, it's on the gallery. My gallery ID is HelenSimmar, just the same as my name here on the channel. And I really loved for you to be here with me, and I hope you will join me in the next one. And there will be some pictures in the end, so that you could take a closer look, because it's quite fast. So hope you have a really lovely day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!